Hi, this is Sai Morton with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts, and important levels on the forexbsummit.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit forexbsummit.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, guys. Today I thought that it will be better to take a look at the Canadian dollar again, mostly because on the euro currency I do not see really something interesting since market is coiling around 106. On the euro currency, maybe it's preparing for a breakout. Right now action on the euro currency looks like the bearish flag, so it means that after some pause that market stands right now, it's probably drop could continue. So no new technical issues we have here, I mean in the euro currency. That's why it's really nothing really new we could say right now. But on the Canadian dollar, the situation is very interesting, mostly due to the recent rhetoric by the Donald Trump. You probably, if you're a follower to the crude oil market, you should know that it really some big changes could come as a result of the Donald Trump presidency. So he already said that he will cancel the restrictions on the crude oil extraction in the United States. It's really currently is a very big question what really will happen, because the countries inside of the OPEC organization, they can't come to agreement of the holding and the freezing of the extraction volumes. That's from the one side. From the other side, there are such countries as Russia, Iraq, Iran. So they also they are probably they are tending to some agreement with the OPEC countries, but this agreement hasn't been achieved yet. Second question is how the canceling of restrictions in the United States of the extraction of crude oil will impact on overall crude oil market. That's first question. Second question is what will happen, how this will impact on the Canadian export of the crude oil to the United States if the restriction of the extraction of the crude oil will be cancelled. So this currently is very important. It's a very important moment right now for the crude oil market that's coming within the current month, and really big changes could happen on the market. From the one point of view, the canceling of the restrictions on the crude oil extraction in the United States should lead to the drop on the market, and that in general supportive to our view, what we said about the crude oil. But at the same time, it could hurt the Canadian export to the United States, and even the dropping of the crude oil prices will also could lead to the some negative impact on the Canadian dollar. That's why it's really very sophisticated moment right now. It's a lot of different inputs that we have for the market. It's political, some uncertainty around the probable agreement between OPEC and non-OPEC countries, what will be, because they have said that if crude oil extraction will be freezed at the current levels, on the next year this will be the balance between the demand and supply, and in the 2019 2018 it will be already growing of the demand. Demand will be greater than the supply, and the prices should stabilize on their own to become a bit higher. So that's why it's very important also from the technical point where market stands right now. We have discussed this in the vehicle research, and market currently shows very interesting behavior. So take a look. That was our crucial areas, 136 level. Here stands very strong resistance as we have estimated in our weekly research. On the daily chart you see just the part of them. This is monthly pivot resistance one, butterfly reversal pattern, okay? But this is also the fib level on the weekly chart, and you can see market shows it seems it looks logical action. So market is dropping based on this butterfly, based on this resistance, but nature of this drop, the shape of this drop doesn't suggest right now the further drop, guys. This is very interesting behavior on intraday charts. We will take a look at it a bit later. So on the crude oil, we'll also see very interesting picture. So take a look. That market has completed this double repo buy pattern that has been discussed in the weekly research as well. So you can see very nice double repo buy. So market has completed its minor target. Where the market will go higher, it's a real big question, because as we said on weekly research, on the weekly chart of the crude oil, it's not quite natural behavior we see. So I will show you. Take a look. So here we have some kind of the shape of the hand shoulders, but once market has touched this neckline, it has dropped. So, but actually it should show the upper breakout. And right now is the major question whether this upper breakout will follow, or market will just show minor retracement on this drop and it will drop further. It's also possible. And mostly it will depend on this really culmination of different events that we see right now in the crude oil. So crude oil market. So on one side, this is some attempt to come to agreement between the OPEC and non-OPEC countries. From the other side is Donald Trump's statement on the releasing of the oil extraction in the United States. So this will be really very a bit contradictory events. So that's why it's very difficult to predict what really will happen. But what we do know is that currently market stands at a very important point. It's some kind of the turning point, some kind of the edge. Because depending on what will happen here, as we said, it will probably will make the direction for the very significant period of time. So on the Canadian dollar, this is 136 area. Now, if you'll take a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, you'll see that currently that drop is not quite the drop, guys. So take a look what we really have. This action to the downside is the clear ABCD retracement after this upward action. And the shape of this this even could be visible in the shape of this pattern. It's not really some kind of the fast acceleration. The pace of the AB and CD leg are equal. Very gradual, very harmonic pattern. Market is forming some kind of the Gartley's triple 2 buy. So market hasn't quite reached this pattern target. It probably will show another leg down. But this pattern should be completed somewhere around 133.80, 133.85 area. This will be also agreement. 618 support with this ABCD pattern. So you can see this is the potentially bullish pattern is forming right on top that suggests the upward action. And who knows, this could become attempt of the further breakout on the daily chart. And if this will happen, as we said, if market will break through the 136 area, this will tell us that that is not the retracement in a bearish trend. This could become new bull trend on the Canadian dollar. And as you can see, currently we are coming to a very important moment. So today, on the Canadian dollar, we will be watching for completion of this ABCD pattern. So if you guys think about the taking long position, maybe this will be not bad idea. I'll tell you, we're keeping an eye on this level. One thing that we do not want to see is that just fast drop here. So market should finalize this ABCD pattern with this in the same manner. It's gradual action right back down. So it will be a very good sign if you will drop your time frame even further, for example to hourly chart, and you will get, for example, the butterfly here. So it's already forming. Take a look. So it's 1618 extension, but you probably got the idea. So if market will form the butterfly 133.68, approximately 133.70, that will let market to finalize this ABCD pattern with this butterfly, and you could use this butterfly for attempted taking long position. The one moment, as I said, guys, would not want to see the just falling like the stone right to the 127 target. We need gradual completion of this butterfly. That will just increase chance on the potential reversal. So this is for those of you who are thinking about this possible taking long, or maybe for scalp traders who would like trade only the ABCD, only this Gartley's triple 2. Also, this situation could be suitable for those of you who would like to take the position on possible upward breakout on the daily chart, because currently combination of the support here, Gartley's triple 2 pattern, and the appearing of the butterfly here will be not really bad. It's worth of our attention, especially taking in consideration the really sophisticated situation on the crude oil market itself. It's very difficult agreement between the OPEC and non-OPEC countries. The statement from Donald Trump, it really could lead to volatility, and this consistent situation on the Canadian dollar changes very fast, and so on, as well as on the crude oil market. Uh, that's why currently we see very clear and interesting technical stuff, and I think that we should continue to watch over it since it's really important, especially as I said, 136 area.